विषय छाड़िया शेर से माझिया मुखे बोलो हरि हरि। देखो रे भाई त्रिभुवने नाई ए मन दयाल दाता। पशु पाखी झूरे पाषाण विदरे सुनि जार गुण गाथा। संसारे मजिया रोहिली पोरिया से पदे नाही लो आसा। अपन कर्म भुंजाए सामना होए लोचन दासा। परम करुणा बहुदुई जाना निताई गौर चंद्र। जय निताई गौरंगो जय निताई गौरंगो निताई गौरंगो जय निताई गौरंगो। जय निताई गौरंगो जय निताई गौरंगो निताई गौरंगो जय गौर हरि। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद। श्रीनिताई गौर भगवान की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
हरे कृष्ण। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। जय गोपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन। यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनतीरावनचारी यमुनतीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनतीरावनचारी यमुनतीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे। जय गौरनिताय 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 जय गौरनिताय। जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव सुभद्रमय जय सुदर्शन। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद। निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की श्रील प्रभुपाद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्ग्रहे। Hare Krishna, welcome you all this morning class on Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Today we are discussing from Canto 3, Chapter 4, verse number 26. Uddhava uvacha nanu te tattva samradhyah rishihi कौशारवः अन्तिके साक्षात् भगवता आदिष्टः मर्त्यलोकं जिहासता। उद्धव उवाच ननु ते तत्त्वसम्राध्या ऋषिः कौशारवोऽन्तिके साक्षात् भगवतादिष्टो मर्त्यलोकं जिहासत। उद्धव उवाच ननु ते तत्त्वसम्राध्य ऋषिः कौशारवोऽन्तिके साक्षात् भगवतादिष्टो मर्त्यलोकं जिहासत। उद्धव उवाच ननु ते तत्त्वसम्राध्या ऋषिः कौशारवोऽन्तिके साक्षात् भगवतादिष्टो मर्त्यलोकं जिहासत। Please recite. Uddhava uvacha Uddhava uvacha nanu te tattvasamradhya rishihi kausharavantike sakshat bhagavata-dishto pratyalokam jihasata. Matajis. Uddhava uvacha ननु ते तत्त्वसम्राध्या ऋषे कौशारवन्तिके साक्षात् भगवतादिष्टो मर्त्यलोकं जिहासत. Word-to-word meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Uddhava uvacha. Uddhava said, Nanu, however, te, of yourself, tattva samradhyaha, one who is worshipable for reception of transcendental knowledge, rishihi, learned scholar, Kausharavaha, unto the son of Kusharu, Maitreya, Antike, staying nearby, Sakshat, directly, Bhagavata, by the personality of Godhead, Adishtaha, instructed, Martyalokam, mortal world, Jihasata, while quitting. Translation. Sri Uddhava said, you may take lessons from the great learned sage Maitreya, who is nearby and who is worshipable for reception of transcendental knowledge. He was directly instructed by the personality of Godhead while he was about to quit this mortal world. Purport. Although one may be well versed in the transcendental science, one should be careful about the offense of Maryada Vyatikrama, or impertinently surpassing a greater personality. According to scriptural injunction, one should be very careful of transgressing the law of Maryada Vyatikrama, because by so doing one loses his duration of life, his opulence, fame and piety, and the blessings of all the world. To be well versed in the transcendental science necessitates awareness of the techniques of spiritual science. Uddhava, being well aware of all these technicalities of transcendental science, advised Vidura to approach Maitreya Rishi to receive transcendental knowledge. Vidura wanted to accept Uddhava as his spiritual master, but Uddhava did not accept the post because Vidura was as old as Uddhava's father, and therefore Uddhava could not accept him as his disciple, especially when Maitreya was present nearby. The rule is that in the presence of a higher personality, one should not be very eager to impart instructions even if one is competent and well versed. So Uddhava decided to send an elderly person like Vidura to Maitreya, another elderly person. But he was well versed also because he was directly instructed by the Lord while he was about to quit this mortal world. Since both Uddhava and Maitreya were directly instructed by the Lord, both had the authority to become the spiritual master of Vidura or anyone else. But Maitreya, being elderly, had the first claim to becoming the spiritual master, especially for Vidura, who was much older than Uddhava. One should not be eager to become a spiritual master cheaply for the sake of profit and fame, but should become a spiritual master only for the service of the Lord. The Lord never tolerates the impertinence of Maryada Vyatikrama. One should never pass over the honor due to an elderly spiritual master in the interests of one's own personal gain and fame. Impertinence on the part of the pseudo spiritual master is very risky to progressive spiritual realization. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratise Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So, today's topic is a very serious topic. This is Maryada Vyatikrama. Transgressing the etiquette. There is Maryada Palana and there is Maryada Vyatikrama. Following the etiquette and transgressing the etiquette. So in this context, Vidura, as we are seeing from this chapter, last chapter also, Vidura approached Uddhava and they were discussing about the Lord, the passing away of the Lord from this world and all the Yadu dynasty, Pandavas, different pastimes of the Lord Uddhava was remembering. So now when Vidura inquired about receiving transcendental knowledge, at that time Uddhava, he said that he recommended Vidura to go to Maitreya and take knowledge from him, receive knowledge from him. The reason that he gives is that Maitreya is directly instructed by the Lord, and he is elder to Uddhava. Uddhava is quite young, and Maitreya Rishi is elderly person. Jai Shri Shri Radha Madhav ki Jai, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki Jai, Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Sudarshan ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Maitreya is elderly person and elderly to Vidura, elderly to Uddhava, and he has received the knowledge directly from the Lord, and he is staying nearby, and moreover he is elderly to Uddhava, and he thought Vidura is elderly to him, to Uddhava. So therefore it is best for Vidura to go to Maitreya and accept the knowledge, because Vidura being too elder, Uddhava cannot accept him as his disciple. That's what Prabhupada writes in the purport. So Prabhupada writes in the purport that according to scriptural injunctions, one should be very careful of transgressing the law of Maryada Vyatikrama, because by doing so one loses his duration of life. Ayush will decrease, fame, his khyati will decrease, piety, punya will decrease, and ultimately no blessings, those who transgress the etiquette. And Prabhupada very nicely writes in the next line that to have the knowledge of transcendence, transcendental knowledge means to know the techniques of that also. That means where to apply, how to apply. That also one should be expert. One should know the technicalities of that. And Uddhava is aware of these technicalities. Therefore, he suggested Vidura go to Maitreya and learn this. There are many instances in the history and also many descriptions in the scriptures how this Maryada Vyatikrama led to downfall of so many great people. For example, Maitreya Rishi, he was a great saint. So before the Mahabharata war, Maitreya Rishi, he went to Hastinapur when the Pandavas were in exile. And he met Duryodhana and tried to give him some good advice. You return the kingdom to Pandavas. Don't. He tried to give good counsel. At that time, Duryodhana, he was very proud, egoistic. In front of a great rishi, Maitreya, Duryodhana, he clapped his thighs. Instead of listening to the Maitreya sage advice, he disrespectfully clapped his thighs. And he didn't listen. Then Maitreya, he cursed Duryodhana. That your thighs will be broken by who? Bhima. He cursed. because he disrespected the sage. And then later on we see in the Mahabharata, Duryodhana, he was very powerful. But then finally when there was a truce with Bhima, Bhima did that and he has to die. In one another instance, once Durvasa Muni, he was traveling in the sky with a nice garland on his neck, and he happened to meet Indra, and Indra was sitting on his Vahana. What is it? Airavata. So at that time, Durvasa, he was happy to see Indra, and he offered his garland to Indra. And Indra, he just gave the garland to his elephant, Airavata. Airavata took the garland, throwed it down and smashed it. This is happening in front of the eyes of Durvasa Muni. And you know Durvasa, how quickly he gets angry. So he got so angry, and he cursed Indra that you will lose all your opulence. You lose all your opulence. Because that elephant, it doesn't know what is this garland. It is an animal. It doesn't know. So it just smashed it. But Indra should have been cautious of accepting that as prasadam. He just took it for granted, or he just took it lightly. He didn't took it seriously. A great sage is there. He is giving some prasad. You have to accept it. He took it very light. So he disrespected the sage. And the consequence is the demons attacked the Svargaloka, and all the demigods, they have to run. Demons means they are headed by Bali Maharaj. Headed by Bali Maharaj, they all came, and demigods, they lost all the power. As Prabhupada is writing in the purport, by doing Maryada Vyatikrama, by doing so, one loses his duration of life, his opulence. Opulence is gone. Fame and piety and the blessings. At another instance, same Indra, he was sitting in his assembly on the throne, and in front of him all the great, Devatas, Vidyadharas, and Siddhas, Charanas, Apsaras, all of them were, in that assembly and serving. Some were dancing, some were singing. Indra is enjoying that. At that time, Brihaspati, the guru of Indra, he came. But Indra did not realize his guru had come. Or rather, he realized, but he did not offer any respect. He did not get up. He saw, but he did not get up because he was immersed in his enjoyment. So he did not give respect to his guru. And then Brihaspati became very angry. And he didn't curse, but he just left that place. And Indra understood that his guru got very offended. And Indra, he kind of paschatap, he felt that sorry, that he could not, give respect. But consequences is again, demons immediately came to know. These people had offended the Guru. So they lost that piety, they lost that strength. Because if the Guru is offended, what strength one will have? A disciple gets all the strength from his spiritual master. It's a divine strength. So when the Guru is offended, then the strength is lost, the piety is lost. So demons immediately understood and they attacked. So it is very important, especially in the Vaishnava community, to follow this Maryada. The Lord Himself comes to teach Maryada. Who is that? Lord Rama. That's why he is called Maryada Purushottama. It is said that Lord Ram, he would give so much Maryada. How many qualities Lord Ram has? How many qualities? How many? Someone is saying 18, someone is saying 16. How many? 62.5. How many qualities the Lord Ram has? As per Ramayana, Lord Ram has 16 qualities. Just like the moon has 16 faces, therefore Lord Ram is called Ramachandra. Even though Lord Ram was born in Surya Vamsha, by why Ram is called Ramachandra? Because he has 16 qualities, like the moon has 16 phases. So, there are different qualities of the Lord as Valmiki mentions in Ramayana. That what is that quality which is the actual quality, which is actually the quality. If you have that quality, it is called you are actually having any other quality. If you don't have that quality, then you don't have any quality. That quality of the Lord is that He deals with everyone equally. Whether he is a king, whether he is a soldier or a servant or a businessman, a woman, a child, a rishi, whoever he may be, he deals with everyone equally. He is available to everyone. He reciprocates with everyone. He speaks with everyone. That is the actual quality of the Lord Rama, which made him qualified to have all other qualities. That is the actual quality. So therefore, in the Valmiki Ramayana, Valmiki describes how Lord Rama would interact with the people. Lord Rama is Smita-bhashi. Smita means smile. When Rama would speak, he would speak with a smile, so that he makes his communication pleasant. He starts with a smile. Smita-bhashi. Then Hita-bhashi. Actually, before speaking also there is, before that is that Purva-bhashi. Purvabhashi means before someone speaking to him, he comes forward and starts. No, he comes forward. Some like you are going and someone is coming. Before he greets you, you greet him. Purvabhashi. He speaks first. He initiates the conversations first. Even whether he may be stranger or whether he may be known person, and he makes them comfortable. So Purvabhashi, then Smitabhashi, smile. Then Hitabhashi, he speaks those words which are benefiting to that person, which are beneficial to him, for his welfare. Hitabhashi. Then Mitabhashi. He speaks welfare but not giving so many instructions and this and that, but only Mitabhashi. Crisp and content. Concise. He speaks only which is necessary, few words, and which has a strong impact. Mitabhashi. Then Madhurabhashi. Even while giving Hitopadesh, he will speak in a very sweet way, with softness, with sweetness, with affection, not using any harsh words, not causing any pain. Madhurabhashi. And then Shrutabhashi or Satyabhashi. That means he speaks only truth, not just falsely glorifying someone. So this is the character of the Lord Rama, wherein he is called Maryada Purushottama. So in the scriptures, especially in our Vaishnava scriptures like Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Charitamrita is also like full of Vaishnava etiquette, Maryada. And Lord would never tolerate, as it is said in the purport, the Lord would not tolerate the impertinence of a pseudo spiritual master or any person's impertinence means the rudeness. The Lord will not tolerate such thing. For example, in Chaitanya Charitamrita there is one story how one person, Chapal Gopal, he wanted to tarnish the image of Srivas Thakur. Srivas Thakur is a great devotee of the Lord, Vaishnava. And this person, Chapal Gopal, he wanted to tarnish the image of Srivas Thakur. And one day, outside his house, at the door, he keeps some items, some objectionable items like meat, liquor, some worshipable items of Durga. And he wanted to prove, see, this person is on the garb of Vaishnavism, he is doing all these things. So then this thing came, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to know this. After a few days, this Chapal Gopal, he started suffering from leprosy. You know this story? He tried to offend Vaishnava. In another story, you all know when Garuda was coming to this Yamuna river to eat fishes. Saubari Muni was doing tapasya there. So at that time, out of false compassion towards the fishes, Saubarimuni cursed Garuda not to come. So he offended a Vaishnava. He forgot the position of Garuda, that he being a carrier of Lord Vishnu. He forgot that. So he offended Garuda. So then later on what happened? That same compassion towards the fishes turned, then he got attracted by two fishes. He got disturbed, and then he lost his control of the senses. He came out, and then married 50 daughters of Mandhata king, and then later on realized that he has done a big mistake. So this is also one example of Maryada Vyatikrama, that how he disregarded a great Vaishnava. So like that, there are many examples in the scriptures which teaches us, how we should not cross that red line. And Prabhupada writes in the purport, one should not be, the rule is that in the presence of a higher personality, one should not be very eager to impart instructions, even if one is competent and well versed. So that humility is actually a quality. That is the quality that one should maintain. Humility, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Trinadapi sunechayana tarorapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaneya sadahare. So that humility. In many traditions, Vaishnava traditions or any Smarta traditions, when they speak with Guru, their superiors, they speak like this. They speak like this. They do like this. They don't even speak directly, they speak like this. Anyone observed that? You observe any traditional Vaishnavas or Smartas, when they speak like this. They don't directly even utter into the onto the face or onto the ear. They put the hand like this and speak. That is a gesture, how humble one should be. And Prabhupada writes in the purport, one should not overdo an elderly spiritual master, thinking that he is now aged person, he cannot do anything. So one should not overdo like that, and then become a pseudo spiritual master. So that Lord he will not tolerate that impertinence of Maryada Vyatikrama. So then what? So then how one will become a spiritual master? But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that Yare dekha tare kaha Krishna upadesh Amara agnya guru hai tara desh. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, become guru, preach Krishna consciousness. Become guru, preach Krishna consciousness. That means that yes, we should become gurus, we should become a carriers of the message of the Lord to please the Lord. To please the Lord as a service, but not for any name, fame, distinction, because it is natural when someone leads few people in the form of a leader or in the form of a guru, it is natural that he looks after distinction, he looks after for name, for recognition. It is natural. At the same time, one should remember that we are just a carrier of the message of the Lord, and be humble in this process, and not to act for any name, fame, prestige, post, position. They come, but at the same time one should be cautious not to be affected by that glory. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, what he says about that? So he says that Pratishta Shukara Vishta. He says, what if, that the pig is eating the stool, already waste thing it is eating. And then pig passes his stool, and what if someone picks up the stool of the pig, picks up that stool of the pig and takes it and nicely puts like a chandan on his body. So that is the situation of a person who is looking after Pratishta. So you see how strongly our acharyas, why all these things are there? So that we don't get carried away in the process of carrying the message of the Lord. You don't get carried away by the unnecessary these things, so that such strong instructions are given. So one should genuinely feel for the living entities, the compassion for the living entities in this process to take the message of the Lord. So then, it is a daily process. One should daily remember these things. Therefore, daily Bhagavatam. Why daily Bhagavatam? So that we hear these things. So somewhere it gets stuck in our consciousness. Sometime we remember, we are doing Maryada Vatikrama, or we are going off track. So it makes us remind. So therefore Uddhava, he suggested Vidura, you please go to Maitreya and learn from him. Even Srila Prabhupada, one thing is Maryada Vatikrama, thinking of oneself, that we follow the etiquette. And second thing is that when we have followers, to protect their Maryada also. That is also very important. To protect the Maryada of the Guru, that is also important. To protect the Maryada of the disciple, that is also important. Guru is like the father, so he should protect the disciples like children. So he should protect their Maryada also. And Prabhupada did that. For example, when Srila Prabhupada went with his disciples to Jagannath Puri once, Prabhupada did not go inside Jagannath Puri temple. Why? Because those locals, they did not allow their Western disciples to come inside. They were seeing external body, but they were not seeing that they have given up their previous life and they have taken up Vaishnava lifestyle. They are Vaishnavas now. But because they did not allow them, even Srila Prabhupada said, I will also not go. You know this? This is how the Guru, he is also ready to protect the Maryada of his disciples. And protect the Maryada of his Guru anyways. So upwards, downwards and oneself. All directions one should follow the Maryada. One should try to protect the Maryada. Hare Krishna. I'll stop here. Any questions? Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So from the description, we find that Uddhava is the most advanced person among these three devotees. And like day before yesterday, His Grace Nitai Mahaprabhu was telling that while seeing Maryada, the topmost priority is given to Bhakti Maryada. So, by seeing these two things, actually there is no Maryada Vatikram in accepting Uddhava as a spiritual master by Vidura. But if he is guiding, so it seems it is being guided on the bodily platform, on the basis of age. So, can you please explain this?
So there is three types of seniority. One is by age, one is by position, one is by knowledge. So depending on time, place, circumstances, one follows that. So here Uddhava followed the age, maybe. There's nothing wrong in that. Because Maitreya is elder, and at the same time Vidura is also elder to him. So both things are coming here.
In front of Bhakti, these two things are not considered, Prabhuji. They are lower.
Yeah, but there will be instances where you have to see different angles also. Not only Bhakti. Uddhava would never thought, I am having more Bhakti than Maitreya, so I will, certainly would have not thought that. Because he came to know that already Maitreya is there nearby. It is actually a way to please the other Vaishnava. That you please, sometimes you would be tell, you please give the class, you please come do Abhishek, you please start the Abhishek. So it is like that, you are developing a connection with another Vaishnava also. You are serving him also.
But then that Maryada Vatikram should not come in picture here then. If it is like that, then this.
See, it depends on person to person. Uddhava felt that. At that situation, Uddhava felt that. Everything is time, place, circumstances.
So according to Uddhava, it is.
Now suppose we are running this temple, someone will come. Now if you say that, there is a temple which is much older than this, so why don't you go there? If you tell like this, then you cannot, here also, you come here, learn here also. So prachar. So we are in prachar, process. So there it is possible Uddhava could say that.
Okay, Prabhuji, thank you.
Backside.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I just wanted to check, Prabhuji, in here, Prabhupada also mentioned since both Uddhava and Maitreya were directly instructed by the Lord, both had the authority to become spiritual master.
Yes.
So, in knowledge also, I'm just asking, in knowledge also they must be the same? Or
Yes.
Okay.
Maitreya Rishi is a disciple of Parashara Muni. And he has a close association with Vyasadeva also. And he had directly heard from Lord Krishna also.
Thank you.
So in that way, he is also exalted personality.
Okay, thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, you said that in Lord Ram there is one quality, that is he dealing with everyone is equality. So if a materialist person have this quality, what will be the result of this?
Not exactly equality, that he mixes with everyone. Not equality, but exactly. He mixes with everyone. Like suppose if someone has some position, he may feel that, I am something high. Now why should I speak with some security guard or some sweeper? There are some managers for them, they will, they will deal. But let us say Prime Minister is there. Why he has to converse with a road sweeper? Is there any need, necessity? No. But if he does that, then that becomes a great thing. Such a big man, he's so humble, he deals with everyone, he speaks with everyone, he cares for everyone. That's what.
So that means if material person have this some quality of spirituality, is the spirituality quality is bring benefit from him, or it is destroyed by the time of death?
It is a quality. Whether it is material or spiritual, it is a quality. If it's spiritual, you add Krishna in that, that's it. It is a quality.
Because after that, in spirituality, then the qualities come automatically. But some materialist person have also this quality in same way. So how can we try to?
If material person, genuinely someone will have that quality. What is wrong in that? Your question, am I able to answer your question?
Yeah, some confusing also still.
See, this is a quality, whether he is not devotee, this is a quality. This is a quality. When the devotee will have this quality, then he will add Krishna in that everywhere. That's it. The consciousness is different. One last question.
Prabhuji, in the previous chapters, Prabhupada has mentioned when Maitreya Muni and Uddhava both met Krishna, so he mentioned
in the previous chapter, Prabhupada mentioned
that Maitreya is not at that level of advancement compared to Uddhava. Just because of some piety, he was able to meet Krishna, to hear that, the message.
Where it is said, can you show? You have to see the context. Which verse number?
I don't remember the verse number.
You don't remember? So how we can answer something like that? You have to show where it is. See, it is the Uddhava's, his humbleness that he is saying, he is recommending Maitreya. It is his humbleness, that's it. It is humbleness. Considering Uddhava as a elderly person to him and Vidura also being elder to him. So that's how he, out of humbleness, he is recommending Maitreya. And also he is just near. He is not somewhere, he is in the north, he is in the south. He is not like that. He is just near and elder. So therefore he is just recommending, please, you receive knowledge from him. And it's not that he didn't share any knowledge. Last 2-3 chapters we are just listening Uddhava speaking to Vidura only. He spoke so much. And then finally he said, please take shelter of Maitreya. It's not that immediately he came, immediately said, no, you please go there. It's not like that. He spoke so much. Finally he said, you please, accept, go to him and, Okay. Number, which number?
349.
At that time, after traveling in many parts of the world, Maitreya, a great devotee of the Lord and a friend and well-wisher of the great sage Krishna Dvaipavana Vyasa, reached that spot out of his own perfect accord. What's the purport? Maitreya was one of the disciples of Maharishi Parashara, the father of Vyasadeva. Thus, Vyasadeva and Maitreya were friends and mutual well-wishers. By some fortune accident, Maitreya reached the place where Lord Krishna was resting. To meet the Lord is not an ordinary incident. Maitreya was a great sage and learned scholar, philosopher, but not a pure devotee of the Lord. And therefore his meeting with the Lord at that time may have been due to Ajnata Sukruti or some unknown devotional service. Pure devotees always engage in pure devotional activities and therefore their meeting with the Lord is natural. But when those who are not up to that standard meet the Lord, it is due to the unforeseen fortune of accidental devotional service. So after meeting with the Lord, his devotion increased. After meeting with the Lord, his devotion increased. He became pure devotee. Maybe. He became qualified after receiving directly knowledge from the Lord. So he is elevated now. So therefore he is able to impart that knowledge. After meeting the Lord, he changed. He is more advanced now. That we can say. Hare Krishna. Granthrath Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.